In the Stone Age, good help is as rare as a flying dinosaur. Are you ready to lend a hand to someone in need? If so, Fred Flintstone has some wild rules for helping others. But first, here's a mission. Smash that like button. It's like a rock-solid thumbs up. Next, hit the share button because sharing is caring, even when it's prehistoric. Now, let's dig into Fred's outrageous rules for lending a hand. In the bustling town of Bedrock, Fred Flintstone strolls into an old-school restaurant, eager for a hearty meal, but something feels off. The place is packed, yet only one waiter is struggling to keep up. Fred shakes his head, spotting the manager, a frazzled fellow named Gus, who insists he's got everything under control. "Gus, buddy," Fred says, "it looks like you need a little help here." Gus brushes him off. "I can handle this, just me and my trusty campfire grill." Fred raises an eyebrow. "Campfire? In a restaurant? That's rule number 1, my friend. If your restaurant has thousands of guests, one waiter, and one piece of chicken, it's time to hire help." Gus rolls his eyes. "I don't need help, I'm a professional." Fred chuckles. "Professional at what? Burning chicken?" Let's move on to rule 2. If you're cooking food over a campfire in your kitchen, it's definitely time to hire help. Gus crosses his arms defiantly. "I like my campfire cooking." Fred smirks. "Sure, but this isn't a caveman cook-off." Now, rule 3. If there are dinosaurs in your restaurant instead of customers, you better check yourself because you have no business running a restaurant. Gus glances around nervously as a T-Rex tries to sneak a bite of a table. Okay, maybe that's a problem. "Just a tad," Fred grins. Now on to rule 4. If you need help, hire the right candidates. Do not hire a caveman who does not understand manners. Trust me, it's a disaster waiting to happen. Gus scratches his head. "But cavemen are strong." "Strong? Sure. But they'll also eat the customer's food right off their plates." Rule 5. Do not hire a teen who never listens. They'll be too busy texting to notice the food burning. Gus frowns. "I thought teens were trendy." "Trendy? More like a recipe for chaos." Now rule 6. Hire someone who knows how to cook. Do not hire someone who just throws stuff in a pot. This isn't a science experiment. Gus sighs. Okay, I get it." Good. Now rule 7. Don't hire someone who helps too much. They'll try to be the manager, and trust me, that's a disaster waiting to happen. Gus looks worried. "But I need help." "Help, yes, but not a mini-manager." Rule 8. Manage your crew like a boss. Be firm, be fair, and don't let anyone walk all over you. Like a boss, huh? Gus muses. Exactly. And finally, rule 9. Never stress out. If you do, you'll need professional help, and that's a whole other can of worms. Gus nods slowly, realizing Fred might be onto something. "Okay, Fred, maybe I do need some help." Fred beams. "Great! Let's get some real staff in here, and maybe even a few more tables. No more dinosaurs." Gus laughs, finally seeing the light. "All right, Fred, let's do this." As Fred and Gus set off to find the right help, the restaurant begins to buzz with excitement. The dinosaurs, sensing the change, decide to leave, and the guests cheer as the food starts flowing. Fred smiles, knowing he's made a difference. Sometimes a little tough love is all it takes to turn a restaurant around. And in Bedrock, that's just another day in the life of Fred Flintstone. With a wink, Fred says, "Now let's get this place cooking, without the campfire." And so the old-school restaurant transforms, proving that even the most stubborn managers can learn a thing or two about running a successful eatery. Fred walks out, satisfied, ready for his next adventure. After all, in Bedrock, there's always another challenge waiting just around the corner. And who knows? Maybe next time, Fred will find a restaurant that serves a side of ribs without the risk of a dinosaur attack. The end.